Welcome to episode 4 of the DJP Coaching podcast. In this episode, I was talking with Joel and Charlie from Breakbeats and Basslines. They are a drum and bass news, events and music company from Cardiff. They've been doing brilliant releases. They've got a website coming out soon, but I'll better let them explain. There's a lot of useful stuff in this podcast, and I really hope you enjoy as much as I enjoyed it. Thank you.
The DJP Coaching Podcast.
I've asked pretty much everyone the first question that I ask them on the podcast is like, how do you like your eggs in the morning?
That's a good question.
Runny yolk, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fried runny yolk. Although, on occasion, I do like to do a bit of eggy bread. You know, when you
Interesting.
put the egg on the bread and then fry the bread.
No, I've never done that.
It's sick. Honestly, try it.
Well, I
That's a
will.
bad
You can
place,
try
that.
mine.
Yeah. What about you?
The minute scrambled eggs, but then as you're cooking them, you put mixed herbs and chili powder in.
Ooh.
By the way, this is me. That's literally, you're the first person that said scrambled eggs.
Oh mate, scrambled egg with the right seasoning is elite.
Yeah, bro.
It is, to be fair.
Get a little kick
you like
in the
it?
morning,
What
it
about
wakes you
smoked
up.
salmon? Anyone on a bit of smoked
I
salmon?
don't
I
really-
like a bit of salmon, me, lad.
No.
Ooh, maybe on Christmas Day. That's a bit of a tradition.
Oh, yeah, maybe not, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're chocolate croissants on Christmas Day.
Ooh, what? Go to
Right.
Lidl in the morning and fucking get some chocolate croissants.
Wow, shut up, isn't it? It's
Yeah, true.
Christmas.
Get them the night before.
Yeah, fresh chocolate croissants.
Yeah.
And an orange. We
Okay.
always have an orange for some
orange.
reason.
Christmas
Well,
Eve.
we get an orange in our
Chris Dingle.
yeah, we get an orange every morning on Christmas, and we not have to eat it. Yeah, it's a tradition.
But Mum, I'm allergic to oranges. Shut up
No,
and
but
eat it.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to cocaine, Mom. No. Eat the cocaine orange. This is how I was brought up.
This is how you'll be brought up.
Cocaine and orange, or cocaine orange?
Bit of both. I don't know. It's been a long week, lad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, though, you're the first person that said scrambled eggs because I live by scrambled eggs. I'm not a fan of the fried egg situation with the runny yolk. I don't know why. Just don't like it.
Don't like
Yeah.
runny yolk.
Nah, it's just proper.
I don't know many people that don't like a runny yolk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be fair, my girlfriend doesn't like the whites. She only really likes the yolk.
Fair.
So
That's odd.
yeah.
Yeah. What's it? You just cook the yolk and then you have the
She'll have the white, but she just doesn't really care for it. And I'm like, okay.
fair. I'm gonna say because you won't be like, if you only liked the yolk, there's probably no point in even
Yeah, you're
buying
a bit
eggs. Really, you just gotta bunch your eggs for like 30% of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I watched this thing recently. It was like, Gordon Ramsay, and he was talking about like how this basically they serve these eggs to these, it was like the F word or something on YouTube, and he was serving these like scrambled egg on toast, sort of like special version, Gordon Ramsay thing. And like he took it to his table, and I don't know if he took it to the table, but these people at this table were complaining. They were saying, "Oh, these eggs are like runny and stuff like that." And he was like, "You obviously you don't know anything about cooking eggs because scrambled eggs are supposed to be runny." And I was like, really? I don't know. Like,
I suppose. I mean, he's saying like this is how it's supposed to be, but isn't like cooking and food are quite a subjective thing in a sense.
Yeah.
As long as you're not giving yourself salmonella, then
It is, but Gordon Ramsay knows. If Gordon Ramsay says it
you
goes.
just have to like trust him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Gordon Ramsay advocate.
Yeah, but I as much as I trust him, he's also the person that went on a TV show, made somebody put bread between their heads and say, I'm an idiot sandwich, so I...
Exactly, elite.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure scrambled eggs are supposed to be living chickens, but, here we are.
I'm sure vegan people would have something to say about that.
Yeah,
vegan people are enjoying this if they're listening right now.
I'm a vegan idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh man, right. All right, let's get into the juicy stuff because obviously I don't know much about your
Eggs are
story.
juicy. They're
Oh,
supposed to be.
Oh, they're
I
runny,
mean,
not
Yeah,
they're runny,
sorry.
not
Yeah.
juicy.
Sorry, getting off topic.
yeah, I don't know much about your story and sort of how you've got to where you are. So, if you'd enlighten me a little bit, sort of what inspired you to start Breakbeats and
Yeah,
Basslines?
so for Breakbeats and Basslines, it started off. So I was doing a broadcast journalism degree, which I
Mm,
finished in May, and in the final year, we had the option of either making like a news website or writing a
mm.
10,000 word dissertation. So I fucked off a dissertation straight away.
Yeah.
And you could make like a news website about whatever topic you wanted to. So I went for D&B because like
What,
D&B,
what
like
else?
yeah, literally my
Yeah,
life
that's
is like
sick.
revolved around D&B the last few years.
Mm,
So just brainstorming names in class, I came up with Breakbeats and Basslines, and then like this project went on from like October to the April.
mm.
And then as I was doing it, we were looking for like more multimedia things to push the website.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess I'd always wanted to try and give a label a go. So it just
Yeah,
seemed like
same.
yeah,
Yeah, we both talked about
me
it.
and Jordan been talking about it for like years prior, but never
Yeah.
like really got around to it.
Mm,
So as I was doing a uni project, like I launched like the SoundCloud page, like everything was just like free download sort of thing.
mhm.
We done the debut EP at the end of December with one of the boys I was living with called Gus, who now actually does all of our mastering for B&B as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then everything sort of went quite like uni got quite stressful in the new year. Didn't
Mm.
really do anything B&B wise, and then we got put into lockdown, and it just seemed like a really good time to actually kick on with
Yeah,
everything.
I'd say that's when I mainly like kind of joined.
Yeah,
I started wanting to like do things because I'd always wanted to be involved, and Charlie knew like kind of knew that, but then I actually started. We became more of like a partnership.
yeah,
I
we sort of
guess.
started splitting the work 50-50, I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And
Now we're pretty 50-50.
yeah, because like me and Joel have been best mates for like a good few years now, and we've also always been like the D&B mates.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
we're like elitists of our friends group, along with a couple of
Yeah, there's
people.
quite a big group of mates, and we're definitely very elite with our D&B in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Healthy
That's
elitist.
sick.
But
Yeah, man.
yeah, that's I guess that's how it started really, and then it's just kicked on from there. So it was literally just like a uni project, and just like little by little, it's got to where it is now.
Yeah,
Mm.
pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's probably where most of them start from. Like I was talking to Infinite Vibrations, and they're like, they started off as like a label in like their first year of uni. And there's just two guys, and they both just like to do exactly what you do, to sort of split it 50-50.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got their own strengths and weaknesses, and they just bounce off each other, and
Yeah,
like,
it
Yeah,
really
that's how it
helps to
works
have
with
two
us
of
as
us.
well.
Definitely.
oh, it really does.
I wouldn't be able to like run it by myself because
Yeah,
I'm
and
shit
vice
at
versa.
organising. Yeah, it just wouldn't be
Yeah,
the
so
same.
I'm pretty good at organising, and I'm good at writing, whereas
Mm.
Joel is a lot more creative than me. So Joel's really good for the artwork, and he's a good
Yeah,
people
yeah,
person as well. So he's good at interacting with artists, finding people to work with us.
Ah, he's too kind.
yeah.
So, like
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's become a really good partnership, to be fair. Because
Yeah.
if one of us is like, we're both still in uni.
mhm.
Joel's just started in DBS in Bristol, and I'm just starting a master's in Cardiff now. So like, if
Sick.
there's too much work for one of us one week, we'll just be able to message the other one saying, "Can you take this on?" And
Yeah, yeah, it
Mhm.
works.
it works really well.
Yeah, that's wicked. Yeah, because I mean, the sort of behind the scenes is the most important part of like running a label and stuff. Like I mean, I started the label in first year with some of my mates, so this is like 4 years
Nice.
ago.
Yeah.
And like basically, we was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool to start a label? And then I was like, yeah, I want to start a label. Like, and then it just snowballed from there. I was like infatuated with it. I was like, oh my god, this is actually something I enjoy. That's like actually good, like an opportunity to sort of turn into a business.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Little did I know.
it's really nice having I don't know, you kind of find this music that other people are making, and it's even though it's not your music, even though it's not yours, you're not made it, you still have a sense of like pride over it and stuff. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's
yeah,
nice having this like batch of music that you've like kind of sourced from getting in touch with people and stuff, and
Yeah.
helping them like push it out to further places and stuff, you know.
Yeah, like especially meeting people that you know that you've like you've been friends with for years, and you know they make music and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
it's really
yeah,
cool to be
definitely.
able to sort of make a platform for them to sort of have music on. But this is where the well, the point I was trying to make originally was like the team behind you is the most important thing. Like I've noticed
Yeah,
the
definitely.
businesses that are successful are the ones that the people who are working together in the business get on,
Yeah,
and
of
like
course.
they
Yeah,
can
you have to
just
get on
put
with.
aside the differences sometimes, and you got to just do what's good for the business itself as
Yeah,
opposed
like
to
we're pretty good at disagreeing on things, I'd say. Like
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
we'll disagree on things, but like
We don't
yeah,
clash,
yeah.
do we?
nah, yeah, it's okay. Like we might disagree on something, but we're able to just like I don't know, be okay with the fact that we disagree on it. Like it's okay to
Mm,
like not agree on things and to have different opinions of stuff, but
exactly,
like
yeah.
for it to be okay is important because sometimes I feel like people, if somebody like doesn't share the same opinion as you, then like it seems like a bad thing, but that's not a bad
Mm.
thing.
Everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah,
You're allowed to have different opinions, but
yeah,
you've just got to be able to be reasonable about them.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like a child. You're both parents, and you both like have different ideas of how you should bring up the kid, but
yeah,
Yeah,
ultimately
yeah,
you
literally,
got to
B and
settle
B
your
yeah.
is our
B
differences
is
for the
our
good
baby.
of
is
the
our
kid.
child. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, yeah, I had a meeting with a guy who he did like a placement at Warner Brothers for a year on his uni thing, and
No way.
yeah, he's well linked up. He's got a lot of people that he knows.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna link you up well. To be fair.
Yeah, but I don't. He was in a completely different scene. Like he was more into like the indie stuff, and he was like managing a band and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
that
like
makes
he
sense
invite,
why you went somewhere like that. Then I guess.
yeah, well, yeah. He sort of invited me out for a drink, and he would just wanted to chat about the record label I was doing and sort of the events. Because, to be honest, he said he was like, yeah, you've got something there that you could really work with, but the biggest advice I'd offer you right now would be to get rid of all the negativity, like all the people in the business that are too like that are just making it more difficult than it has to be. Get rid of
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
And then after a few months later, it had just like dissipated because of exactly what he said. Like it was
yeah,
just me and my girlfriend who at the time, like at the time, who obviously wasn't. She had her own stuff to do. She was doing a master's in, you know, like crazy fucking coding stuff, and
Oh no way.
yeah. So like she was all into that, and she,
Yeah.
like I didn't have no money to put to it anymore, and all the people that started it with me had just like they all wanted different things. Like one of them, he's big ups to Hinchy. He's proper. He's into his he loves the sort of festival scene, you know, the house sort of
Ah,
like
okay.
he's more into that stuff. Whereas I didn't really know what we were looking for at the beginning until we found I was like, all right, I want to do, you know, drum and bass. And then I had other people saying, oh, we should release this, we should
Yeah.
release that. And then we were like, all right, we'll do sort of like a monster cat thing where they've got different colors for each genre. So we paid for the
Ah, yeah,
graphic
yeah.
designer, and I got in touch with, I was doing all the A&R and all the planning of the event and all the social media. And I'm just sitting there like, why are people coming down to the event and then like sort of putting on their fucking I don't know, putting on their SoundClouds that they're signed to the label, and then they're not
Yeah.
doing anything. And these are people that just started it with me, and they was like, we had like a hierarchy. I was like, look, if you everyone agreed that everything should go through me, and I was like, but I want everyone's opinion. I want to have everyone's input, because this is not just me doing it. If anyone's unhappy, let me know, because I want this to work for everyone. Um, and then right at the end, the last event we did, like we did it with this other events company thing, and right at the last minute, we made a group chat with all of us in it to sort of work out loading times and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and then like the guy who was, I don't want to name names, but the guy on the label that was supposed to be running with me,
Yeah.
he'd done nothing for the whole build up to it, and then he just put, "I want quality, not ket," in the group chat with everyone in there. And I was like, mate, I can't believe you just, why didn't you speak to me about this?
Yeah, yeah.
For the all the fucking business meetings you didn't turn up to, and then you do that in the group chat with everyone in it and make me look like a dickhead. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so
Definitely.
that was one of the things I was like, right, this needs to stop because it's just stressing me out. You got like, so what? it's a convoluted way of basically saying whenever you do a label, freaking, you've got something good, you two, so stick with it, and you know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Honestly, it's just who you're working with is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got to be understanding, man.
Yeah,
You just got to
cool.
understand, like sometimes,
Abilities.
yeah, and yeah. Did you say accountability?
Empathic abilities.
Oh yeah.
Accountability is
Accountability as
good. Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah.
a good one as well. Actually, now that you've put it.
Yeah, just be accountable. Like if you fuck up, you fuck up, and everybody knows, and everybody can just sort of move past it and like acknowledge it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I tried to be as open as possible, and I think to a degree, I needed to be more of a leader in some situations, but that's just learning and part of life. And
You learn from your mistakes, don't you?
yeah, it was just an observation I made. I just thought, you know, you guys, I could tell it's one of the things. Like, you reminded me of the Infinite Vibrations guys. Just the way that I don't know, I could tell you've got a bit of like, I don't know, I can tell you're friends. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just cool.
Just about.
Yeah.
How would you do? Oh, sorry, go on.
Nah, go on, carry on.
Oh, I was just going to say, how would you describe the sort of stuff you do with B&B?
What music wise?
Just like what is Breakbeats and Basslines, if you could sort of summarize it.
So our bio we've got on everything is music, news, and events at 170 beats per minute. And I feel like that sort of summarizes it nicely because, I mean, we've got the website is going to be launched at either at the end of this month or sometime in November. It's sort of just when I get around to finishing it all.
Yeah.
So we're going to have, and to be fair, this was meant to be finished in like June.
Yeah,
So I am really longing it out.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah,
like the only
it takes
deadline
time.
you have is yourself.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be like a drum and bass sort of blog, like news website sort of thing that we're going to like coincide with the label. Because I mean, it's basically what I'd done. Like I was saying in uni, this is what I'd done in uni, and I've sort of like exported all the articles and everything.
like a revamped version.
Yeah, like a revamped version. I've been interviewing a few new people. That's just going to be like a sort of drum and bass blog about like news, music, events, just stuff like that. Like the music side of B&B is what we've been doing with everything's been free download through SoundCloud so far.
I need to try and build up an audience.
Yeah, but we've got our first official release on the 27th of November.
Ooh.
And this is we've already done 2 releases with him. It's a guy from our hometown of Cardiff called Tom Whitehead, whose artist name is Raka. So we've already done four songs with him on SoundCloud.
Yeah. And
he's got a 6-track EP coming out now, at the end of November. So that's exciting. And then we've got the three next EPs signed. We're gonna do from November onwards. We're gonna do one official EP a month.
Yeah.
We've got the next 3 of those signed as well. So that's exciting. And then events wise, me and Jordan has been put on an event for so long, and then ever since we've been doing B&B, no one's allowed to do events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mate, honestly,
It's been a good thing and a bad thing.
Don't speak to us about events. Me and Joel, it's been a painful few months. But as soon as we can do that,
events are happening.
Yeah, events are happening. We'd be doing B&B events as much as we can.
Yeah, sick. Let me know when they're happening, because
Of course, mate. You can come on down.
I'll do a free set.
The only issue is now is every club in Cardiff over the last 2 years has been shutting, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So we just got to find like
There
was this place in Cardiff called Undertone.
Oh, it was the best.
And it was honestly like the scattiest, like
That little basement
the scatty
venue.
little basement in the middle of like the city centre. But like we loved
brilliant.
it to bits. Like, we had so many good nights there.
It was home.
And then they sold it and turned it into a restaurant back in like February.
No way.
Yeah,
Flipping heck, man.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of controversy around it.
Yeah, very sad. I didn't even go to like a send off rave.
There wasn't a send off. It
just happened.
They had a rave on the Saturday. I think it was Stomps or someone.
Yeah, I missed it.
And
I went to something else. Went to somebody's birthday. Went to like Revs or something.
Yeah, and then like on the Monday there was an article on Wales Online, Undertone shut in. Oh, we were just like,
it was like I was in a fucking nightmare. It was horrible. I remember seeing it and being like, "You have to be joking." Like,
there was no closure. Way. That was the biggest problem. I think.
Yeah, no closure in it. Like, I want to know who killed my venue. You know, like it's like my child has died. You just
Yeah,
want
yeah.
closure. You need to
Like,
find out who the murderer is and how it happened.
yeah,
As you,
I'm
as you can
honestly
tell,
doing the
we're
same.
a bit sad about it.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, like there's the same sort of situation in Huddersfield at the moment. There's like a basement. It's literally called Basement, and it's literally the only place in Huddersfield right now for a proper scatty
Yeah,
underground
I
basement
must
rave.
say I've
That
never heard of many venues in Huddersfield. So
No, neither.
yeah, it's
sorry to
really
know.
What
it's
is your scene like in
sparse.
Huddersfield?
Yeah, what is the Huddersfield scene like?
It's honestly there's a
Where is
big
Huddersfield?
culture there for it. Like Basement is literally the only one for me that's got like there's a couple of other venues and stuff we can use. Like there's Parish that's moved into where Tokyo's was. So the original Parish building is where we did most of our events, but it was
Okay.
like a metal bar, sort of like a rock bar thing.
Okay,
But it had a little venue around back that we were using.
okay.
But like most of the label like venues around here are just sort of they're just nothing really drum and bassy. You've got to go to Leeds or Manchester or Sheffield. But
Okay.
luckily we're
How
right in
far
the
away is
middle.
that for you? Like, how much of a mish is it to go?
It's like 30 minutes to Manchester on a train.
Oh, okay.
So it's really
right.
it's nice, and it's like the same distance to Leeds. We're in like
Oh, because Leeds is pretty good for northwise. That's like
yeah.
some of the that's like a peak location, right? Like,
Yeah, to be
what?
honest, I've only been there like once or twice. I've not really been to many events. I went to one. I think it was Old Red Bus Station or something.
Yeah. I've heard of that place a few
Yeah,
times.
it was really good. I went there for I think it was like this like minimal label that I knew some guys from. Yeah, it was
Okay.
really nice, but it's like yeah, especially in Huddersfield at the moment, they're struggling. Like if you're if you're doing events around Huddersfield, I mean, especially now anyway, but in before it was difficult. Like
Yeah.
they just they needed like an infrastructure, and I think Basement is like the heart of that right now. And they've just put up like a membership thing where you pay £5 a month, and they sort of give you like discounts and stuff like that, just to
Okay.
keep it afloat, because they've just had it so hard. They've got they've got a rig set up that you can go in and rent out, and you just DJ with like 6 other people.
Oh no way.
Well,
Are
the
you
rules
able to
keep
do that
changing.
now?
Yeah, I don't know. The rules have changed again, aren't they?
Yeah,
So
you're tier like what England are calling tier 3 now, aren't you?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything's
Shit.
shut.
Really? Oh my
yes,
god.
it's pretty jokes.
It's
Yeah,
done. I just want it to end. It feels like it's never gonna end. It feels like I'm
same.
never gonna go to a rave again
Nah,
right
it won't be too much longer.
now. Yeah.
Oh, well, I've
Fun
been
is nice.
planning a house party for a while now.
Nice.
It was supposed to happen it was supposed to happen at the beginning of this month, and
Yeah.
obviously that's not happened. But like I'm just buzzing. Like we've got the art. I just set up the artwork. It looks sick. I was so gassed. I was so excited. I was like, we should be out of lockdown by then and all this. And then
Yeah. Oh,
obviously, shit, it was
innit?
just
I remember when we first went into lockdown, whenever it was like May, and being like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna be in this for 2 weeks and I'll be fine." Back to raves.
Little did we know.
To be honest, I've enjoyed lockdown. It's weird. Like I was
I
struggling
found
more
some
before.
benefits from it, but it's
Mm.
like pros and cons as well. I mean, it was good for our label in a sense of like we had time to like work on it, but yeah, also being a bit shit personally.
Yeah. Just like nothing. Yeah, the events is like for me the only thing that I really miss, and
Yeah.
it's hard seeing like people like Vital, the producer.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
he just posts on Facebook's. Yeah, he just posts something on Facebook about like how he's like proper sad about events and that he's struggling and stuff. And I was like, I can't remember the original like the way he's worded it, but I was just like, geez, man, this is like people I've like looked up to and sort of I've heard about, and now I've got them on Facebook and I see like behind the scenes, and it's like, shit, man, this is real. Like this is a situation.
Yeah, like it's hit our industry so hard
Oh,
compared to others, mate. It's awful.
Big time.
yeah. But having spoke to Ivy, that Infinite Vibrations, the other week, like they fucking opened my eyes. They said, remember when like there was the Spanish flu, and then after that there was the French Revolution, and it was like took about after World War II. There was the 60s. It was like there's going to be a massive cultural explosion after this all blows over.
You know
and he said
what?
it's going to be amazing.
That's giving me hope. Yeah, to be fair,
That's a very nice way to look at it.
That's a great way to look at it. Because I've talked to people about it before, like when we are actually able to go back out and stuff like that first like real rave back, everyone's gonna be on like mad levels. Like everyone's gonna be so hyped.
I remember me and Joel have always said, like, when we started going to raves when we were 17, like it was different. They felt magical.
Yeah,
like it was a completely new world that you could immerse yourself in.
Yeah.
And as you get older, and then you sort of like to politicize D&B in a sense, like you start getting weird about subgenres. And you start when you start DJing, you like listening out to the DJ.
Yeah,
like
picky with the music.
Whereas now, like I guess you've become complacent with how good you've got it, and now that we've had this break, you're gonna go back and it's gonna be magical again.
Yeah,
and you're not gonna
I'll listen to
it
Mackie
again.
G 24/7 if that's what it comes to. Like, I don't care at this point.
Yeah, man, I'll just slam on bloody, what's that fucking, God, I don't even know. Just slap on that Elephant tune by DJ Limited and just fucking stick it on
I do
loop.
love that tune. I'm not gonna lie.
Tune, yeah, Limited's
Just
in that.
insane, man.
Limited, all written all day.
But yeah, trust me, Limited is fucking. I watched a live stream with him, and he played this tune, and I ran across the room to my computer, and I was like fucking spamming ID. I was like, what the fuck is this song? Where is this? Like, seriously, I'll buy this. I'll fucking sell my leg for it. And then someone's like, oh, it's a dub. And then like he deleted the stream after that, and I can't even remember the tune. And
I should have screen recorded it. Yeah,
it was. I had no idea. I was just like, I was too excited listening to it. I was like stuck there, like, what? How has he got it? Like, and he's mixed it.
And if we carry on with like the positivity of lockdown sort of theme, you think when we go back to events, if a producer's been locked in their house for a year, there's going to be a fucking abundance of dubs being played when we go back out. There are going to be so many songs that no one's ever heard. It's going to be so good.
I have full intentions of booking Limited at some point.
Oh, bro.
Limited, if you're listening.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can send it to him.
He drove me back to my house once after an event because
did he actually?
Yeah, I couldn't get a taxi, so hopped in his really nice like Mercedes or Audi or something. Just had a great chat with him about like growing up and shit, and his brother upgrading shit and why he doesn't really get on with him, and it was just like just a really nice down to earth conversation.
Holy shit!
I always try and say hi when I see him and stuff now.
His brother's upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not realise?
That
blows your mind.
Oh, yeah, when we found out, we had the same reaction, mate.
That honestly blows your mind when you realise that.
I can't even. It makes so much sense. Yeah. They look the same.
Exactly.
Innit?
They both live in the same place as well.
Both normal.
Because I know I got a feeling that Upgrade and TI live with each other.
And
then
do.
TI and Limited work together. A t-shirt printing place.
Literally.
They're all Norwich. They're all from. I want to say. They're all a bit intertwined.
It's fucked. Yeah, it blows your mind, innit? Sam Smith and.
That's craziness. Fucking hell. Mad.
I would be such a proud dad.
Yeah.
Like 2 kids that are taking D&B like that. Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're both like pretty in the scene as well. Like you don't know many people.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that at all. I really wouldn't. That's crazy. Over the last few years, I've sort of looked up to DJ Limited more and more.
Yeah, me too.
He's sort of him and TI Upgrade as well. In fact, just all three of them. There's a lot of people that I'm like, that's the sound I'm trying to look for.
Same.
Really sort of like in your face. I mean, TI's more minimal, I guess, but everything
really crisp and high quality.
Yeah, and they're all wicked DJs as well. I think if a producer's a really good DJ,
important.
Yeah, it is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get it so that they're even. So like, I'm as good in one respect as the other sort of thing.
I get
if I'm shit, I'm shit in both, and then it's cool. I can just keep getting better. But
no, definitely. Because when you get if you're gonna get booked for a set and stuff as an artist, you don't want to turn up and just play a shit set. Like,
no. Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to be proper nervous.
It's gonna be disappointing.
And like you don't want to. And same for the other way around. You don't want to be a sick DJ, and then everybody's like, "Yo, do you have any music?" And you're like, "Nah," because
Yeah,
then that's
exactly.
even
I
that's like
started
soul crushing.
DJing. Yeah, I started DJing. And I was like, wow, I just want to DJ like to as big of an audience as I can. And then I was
Mm.
like, hold on, I need to make music for that to happen in this day and age.
Yeah, it's a shame really, but like it's just
Yeah.
you've got to be good at everything. Like
Yeah.
going back to talking to them guys, they were saying that a lot of people that like producers or DJs or whatever, they don't really know much about like the business side. So they've got the skills, or they'll build up the skills, but then they know nothing about how to sort of get it out there and who they're trying to get it to, and just how to navigate any of it. So
It's not an easy thing to know. I mean, they don't teach you in school, do they?
no,
How to get your music out there. So it's one of those things. I think a lot of it's trial and error, and you've just got to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just like covering your weaknesses as well. Like I'm not great at music theory whatsoever, but I've learned
No.
just a workable amount so that if I sit there for long enough, I can come up with something that sounds decent.
Yeah.
And like and but like there's things that I'm not very good at. So like mixing is something I'm looking at a lot more recently, because it's just
do it.
I just feel like, yeah, like sound design wise, I can make some cool sounds and stuff, but then when it
Yeah,
comes to
definitely.
mixing it and getting it to fit right, it doesn't do it justice. So then I'm like, all right, I have to build up that so that it does it justice until something's not doing justice to the rest, and then I just work on that again. Like I just go around and just focus on different aspects of it. I don't know if that's a good way to work, but it works for me. So
Yeah, if it works for you, man.
Yeah, being all rounder, isn't it? It's a good thing.
yeah, because then if it's better than, I don't know, just better to be a decent all rounder, and then at least you've experienced everything, and you know what you like and what you don't like and stuff like that. I don't know.
100%.
There's a line by JME. I don't know if you've heard JME's new album, like
Don't
Grime
think
and
so.
See One. Oh, fucking hell.
Is it good?
Oh mate, yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not a massive fan of grime. Like I don't listen to Skepta or all that crazy or
No,
whatever.
yeah,
But
I'll dip my toe occasionally. Very
yeah,
occasionally.
but that fucking album, mate, I swear to God, like some of the stuff he talks about is like the realest shit I've ever heard in my life. It's
you'll have to link it to me.
Yeah, I have to have a
really,
listen.
really good. I'll send you one tune specifically, but there's one part where it's
Yeah,
like
please do.
the what is it? The route that P Money took is different to the route that AJ took, is different to the route that Stormzy took, and that's different to the route that you're gonna take. The difference is to guide your own way.
Yeah, you can't compare.
Yeah, like, and it just the way he words it anyway, it's like holy shit. Like, and then when he's talking about like in 2006, all that I cared about was finding rent money. Finding rent money was was all that was on the criteria, and like, and it's like it's crazy just to think, wow, that's that's like where I've just been, and I'm still sort of there now, but in like 10 years time, I'll look back at this and be like, yeah, that was the most important time when I was struggling the most. That's what made me who I am.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to it because it's proper good, really, really good. Like it's real.
Please,
it's not like commercial or all like that.
Yeah, do it.
Cool. All right. What does your daily routine look like usually?
I'm a pretty I do a lot of different things in different orders. I have ADHD, that's why my alias is ADHD, so I have a pretty sporadic lifestyle.
Yeah, and to be fair, the reason why my alias is structure is because all of my days are completely structured. It sounds stupid, but I have this thing on this wall.
We're so opposite.
It breaks down exactly what I do every day of the week.
Yeah.
So me and John are complete opposites, to be fair.
Oh my god, that's why our relationship's so good,
Yeah.
Opposites attract.
That's mental. Like talking to them two guys.
Yeah, it's true. I'm ADHD and he's structure, so whoa, yeah.
Does one of you like going outside more than the other person? Does the other one like games more or something like that?
I
rinse games personally. I play a lot of games, but we both like going out.
I said, like our group of friends are pretty outdoorsy people.
Yeah.
Like we went to do you know the Brecon Beacons?
No.
Oh, we went up there. It's like it's
Bunch
like
of hills,
yeah, well, it's
mountains.
like a mountain range in like mid Wales.
Yeah.
And we went there and we were meant to do a 7-hour hike, and we ended up walking 24 miles up and down 4 mountains in the pitch black because we got lost. And
Oh,
I'm not being funny. It was one of the best days of the year. I fucking loved it.
It was brilliant.
yeah.
But we just like
In the moment, it was a bit dark.
It was a bit stressful. I did think at one point we were gonna have to camp on a mountain.
Yeah.
But nah, it was yeah, I guess we're pretty outdoorsy people. But yeah, when you say when it comes to daily routines, so like we're both in uni at the minute, and then I do quite a lot of like freelance work as like a music journalist or writer sort of role.
Yeah.
So it just sort of consists of like those two really. And then the boys I live with both work as couriers, like delivering parcels. So they get home at like 5-6 o'clock, and then we sort of just rinse cod all night and then go to bed and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
What do I do? I do a lot of. I like doing a lot of art and stuff. That's fun. Like I've been doing the artworks recently. Been pretty busy with that. Also like making music and stuff. I like doing that a lot. And probably mixing, finding new tunes. You know.
Yeah.
That's probably the three things that stand out to me.
Sick. All right, so you don't like have like I don't know, like I say like it's normal, but like a getting up time. Like, what time do you usually get up or go to bed?
I'll probably get up around like 9. Usually, try and do 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like 8 for me.
Yeah.
Try for 8. It doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
It depends because I've been working from home since May now. I haven't got any strict deadlines. I just have to wake up every day and do work in the day. There isn't like any pressure for me to wake up at any time. So like I feel like it's good. Like I like being in a routine, but I'm not too strict with myself on what time I wake up really.
Yeah.
Like I've had jobs before. I've got to wake up at like 6:45 to go in. So I think I'm just enjoying that I haven't got to do that at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a morning person whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I can just about now get up at like 8 or 9, just on like a regular basis where I actually get tired
that's decent.
at
That's a
night.
pretty solid time.
Yeah, it's just one of them things. Like I don't know if you guys struggle with sleep as well. I definitely do.
Yeah,
like,
I do.
I just struggle going to sleep at the night, and then it just pushes my waking up time back every day.
Yeah, definitely. I've been my sleep schedule's been getting pushed back later and later because I've been producing more. I always just I end up finding the inspiration at night. So yesterday I was up till like 3 o'clock just because I was like, okay, I'm feeling inspired. Do it, make the music go. You know.
Yeah, I have to sort of resist doing that now because I'm like, if I don't go to sleep, I don't know why. I wake up and I don't feel right all day.
Yeah.
Until the next day, and then I've got to like restart again. It's like a waste of a day for me anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I've just done it so much now where I've just stayed up done like all nighters so many fucking times. I can't even stress. So like,
yeah, it never makes you feel good on the other side of things.
No, not at all.
Might be alright in the moment, but after it's not.
Yeah. Like, but if whatever you're doing, if you're doing work or something and it's worth it, then fair enough. But if you just sort of like, okay, I don't know, just sitting up watching stuff on TV, you're just sort of wasting time that you could be spent like, I don't know, sleeping or
doing something useful.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to stop like watching like TV and stuff because I realise it's such a waste of time. It's literally just sitting there and like taking in like just
sometimes you just need to do nothing though.
Yeah, it's healthy to do. Yeah,
switch off for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But I've just been trying to do it less because I end up watching like way too much like pointless YouTube videos and stuff. I could be like learning. I could be watching like a useful YouTube video or listening to something a bit more useful. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's finding that balance. I think I find myself getting like I'm trying to stop getting so frustrated when I'm just sat there playing games, because I'll sit there and play games and I'll be angry with myself because I'm not doing work, because I'm like, someone else right now who, like what would Bo or all them people would have been doing right now? Would they be sat here playing games, or would they have been working on music? Is this
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the important stuff happens, or
True.
am I all
It's a good
right
way
to
to
have a
look at
break?
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like I've just had to be fucking honest with myself. I'm like, do I need a break? Yeah,
Yeah.
take the break. And if I'm unhappy with myself, then I know I need to take less breaks, because obviously the balance isn't right. I just keep adjusting it.
Yeah, of course, of course.
It's one of them. And I'm supposed to be a fully grown adult. I'm 22 years old, and I'm still, still working it out.
22 is not fully grown.
Nah,
Don't worry.
no,
I
not
reckon when you
all,
get
mate.
when you get to 30, maybe you can start
Yeah,
thinking about settling down
Yeah.
and being an
Yeah.
adult.
Oh
yeah,
god.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna just try and enjoy the last few years of my early 20s while I can still act like a knobhead and get away with it.
Yeah,
Definitely,
come,
mate.
that's
Like,
exactly
I wasn't
it.
meant to be doing a master's degree this year, but I just can't give up the student lifestyle. I can't
Yeah.
grow up and get a 9 to 5.
I'm glad I started being a student so late. Like, this is my first year now, and everyone like my age is pretty much
mate.
just finished. So
That's-
I'm just laughing because I've got another like 3 years of just
I'm
free
so fucking
money.
jealous. I'm so jealous, mate. Honestly, since I left uni, it's been it's been harder than all of my life so far combined.
Yeah, I
It
can
really
imagine.
has. I've had like multiple jobs, and like just it's mental trying to balance life, and then
Yeah.
luckily now coronavirus has happened, and things that have happened out of my control that make me feel less bad about getting, like I'm on universal credit at the moment, just
Yeah, that's
while
calm.
I work on this
I
side
was for
stuff.
ages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think you just got to do it at some point in your life. You just gotta-
Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Yeah, I had too much pride, and that was the thing. Like, I almost died because I wouldn't get benefits. Like, I was
For real.
so against it. Like, I felt like, I don't know.
Yeah, like it's okay if he needs help. Like,
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with it. It's there for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes you just
you've
need
got to
help
just,
and it's out of your control. You
Yeah.
can't feel guilty
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
you just got to
100%.
accept that sometimes you need help, and like, I thought to myself, well, I watched, Joey Diaz. I don't know if you've heard of Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did like he talks about like his early 20s and stuff, and he said he was like in the 90s, he was homeless for 10 years and addicted to cocaine.
No way.
And I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus
10-year
Christ,
stretch.
for
Fucking
10
hell.
years just sleeping on people's fucking sofas and
That's
that.
fucked.
And now look at him, it's like, and that made me think, all right, maybe I need to start at the bottom to actually obviously not lower myself, but
Yeah, the
like,
place that you're in now isn't concrete at the end of the day.
exactly, yeah. Like, if I need fucking help to get me to that point, then I need to do it. Like, I can't keep, like, I literally had zero money for months on end, where I was like asking my parents for money and like feeling terrible about myself, and like
Yeah.
my relationship was breaking down, and I lived with her as well, so like I was just struggling to pay rent, and then I had like jobs that didn't work out.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it's like I need to have a break, basically, and I need something to stand, like just something to let me fucking process what's going on before I can actually start moving again, because so much has happened. And then that's why I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to do the universal credit thing, and I'll be honest, it's fucking saved my life. It really has.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not becoming reliant on it, because I think it's bad to sort of, in my opinion, to sort of look at it as your income, because it's not.
No.
But it's a nice, like, it's a nice living wage, just something to keep you afloat. Yeah, keep you afloat.
Yeah, definitely.
Food, bills, stuff like that need.
Yeah,
that need
Exactly.
paying.
It's there for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. I didn't even know about it until the coronavirus stuff happened, and I was like, holy shit,
no
I
way.
could have been claiming money this whole time.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
And
a
I've
lot of
literally
people
been-
on it now.
Yeah,
Next
there
6
is.
months, there's
Yeah,
gonna be
fair.
a lot of people unemployed, mate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, so what's your sort of end goal look like for Breakbeats and Basslines?
I would say we don't have one.
Dominate the entire world.
Right, you've got two very different answers
Yeah.
there.
World domination.
Me personally, I'm all sort of just about enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they say it's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, definitely.
Like me and Joel really enjoying it. Like
Yeah.
it would be lovely if it turned into something that was quite a big deal.
Yeah,
But
that'd be
if
nice.
not, like it's nice putting out our own music, giving a platform for artists that don't have it.
Yeah.
And if it grows into something bigger, then great.
Yeah, brilliant.
But if not, then it's been very fun.
Yeah,
and it will
I'm just
continue
gonna
to be
continue
fun.
to do it. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't see it ever not happening now.
Yeah.
Like it's become a part of our lives, and like we really enjoy having it as part of our lives.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but a lot of the time it's almost doing like work for Breakbeats and Basslines. Like, if it's the right thing, like I see it as leisure. Like I
Yeah,
enjoy
literally.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a
Like-
sense of pride in it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Like you can focus on the business side of stuff, but also don't lose the sight of that fun. That the
Yeah.
reason why you do it is not for the music, for the money, or for any
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of clout. I mean, I'm just saying this because of all you just said, but
Yeah.
it just keep focus on the bit that makes you love it.
Yeah,
we do it
100%.
because it's fun, and if it ever gets to a
Exactly.
point where it isn't fun, then that's where it would end, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna be professional about it, but like enjoying it is what comes first.
Yeah. Like some people just think about it too businessy sometimes, and they're like
I
they
feel
come
like
out of
if-
touch with the scene.
Yeah, you lose
If
sight.
if you want to
Yeah.
if you want to do something businessy, then don't go into drum and bass. There isn't a lot of money in it.
That's true. That's very
yeah,
true.
do some house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Oh Christ, yeah. I wish. Don't mind a bit of house now and again, though. Can't lie.
Yeah, but
I don't mind a bit of house, but just don't mention it to Joel. Joel is
hate house. I hate it.
Joel,
That is alright. The right house, I like it.
anything less than 170 BPM. Joel will just literally turn off to it straight away.
Stale
Oh.
music.
Yeah.
I'm very picky about it. I like French house.
French
I
house.
like-
I didn't know
Yeah.
that was a
Ooh.
genre. Is that like
Oh,
is that like Welsh D&B? Are we a subgenre, or is French house like an actual? Have you got to be French to make French house? No.
I don't know actually.
I need to do
yeah,
my research.
we need
so
to
I can
Google
listen to
this.
French house.
Yeah, I've sent a tune to if you've heard of Aztec before, it's this
Oh,
French
Rains Over
French house
Paris.
Oh,
duo.
that's very French,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? Do you have to include like Eiffel Tower or something in every title?
Yeah.
It rains over wee wee.
I got a lot of questions about French house.
I'm
that I need
gonna
answering.
yeah, I'm gonna make a new alias just called like Let ADHD, and then I can make French house.
Nice.
Just make a tune called like Eiffel Tower Big.
Maybe we start a sister label.
Yeah.
Just for French
Called
house.
Breakbeats and Basslines. I can't do it. I'm terrible. I'm gonna edit that out.
We'll take that and
Yeah,
we'll
we're
use
gonna
that for
take
like
it.
our SoundCloud clips.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, our little
You
You
clips.
can be the voice of it.
You could be our audio watermark. That's brilliant.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. What's your best memory of the journey so far?
We were discussing
Yeah,
this the other
yeah.
day, and
It's Marcus.
Marcus. So we discovered when we were looking for artists, we discovered this 16-year-old kid from South Korea, and he makes some of the best drum and bass that we have like ever heard.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Like,
Like, Incursion
honestly
have picked up
ridiculous.
on it, and they're like Zach, who owns the Incursion, is like, this guy's mad. Like,
Literally 16, still studying full time in school. Like he's
Mad.
got his head so screwed
yeah,
on.
he produces with stock FL.
Yeah.
He borrows his
Jeez.
he shares a laptop with his sister that he produces on.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Wait,
literally
is that
just
the-
used his
is that-
stock plugins.
What,
Yeah,
sorry,
do you
what
know
was
that the Dusk tune we put out a few weeks
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, that's him. And we've got an official EP coming out with him at the end of December.
Oh,
and
mate.
we'll send it across
Big.
to you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
It's
like
some really good
if
music.
he's making this sort of music now at 16,
Yeah.
like where he could be in 10 years is beyond me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
so glad we found him.
Yeah, he's definitely the most exciting thing.
Yeah, 100%. He's great. I
That's so
talk to
sick.
him like a lot I talk to him like every other day, and he's just such a nice guy, and he's just always showing me new music.
It's nice to like give him that platform and confidence boost because he didn't really think his music was good enough to get released.
No.
And we were like, mate, like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah, do you remember in that first email that he sent back to us? He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm interested, but
I don't know if my tunes are ready."
Yeah.
And then he sent us some demos, and
like, what? Are you joking? Like,
I literally can't sing his praises enough. Like, he is so talented.
yeah. If there's anything to take away from this, it's listen to Marco.
We've got like you know about it. You're part of like the B&B collective now, but we've got some artists in there, and like, I mean, we've got to give out shout outs to Netcode as well and Rekka. Like, there's people that haven't. To be fair, Rekka's top of the Juno charts at the minute.
Yeah.
He's suddenly blown up, but so like some of the artists that like we've been working with are so
Making
talented.
really good music.
Yeah, like such high quality music.
Very
and
excited.
It's nice to be able to give people a platform to release it on.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, especially in this time as well, like with everybody just being locked indoors, making tunes constantly. Like I bet
there's a
this
lot
is,
of
like,
there's
the
a
best
lot
time.
of good producers knocking around at the minute.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Coming. There is so many talented people.
Yeah. Since starting this label and like scouting for artists and stuff, I've realised there are so many people making drum and bass.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
so many.
I didn't realise.
I think it's so accessible now. You can get a laptop, like crack a door, like essentially.
Yeah.
Crack Serum.
Crack a
get,
door.
Watch
crack
some
a door.
free YouTube tutorials, and
Out
you're
of
on your way.
context, crack a door sounds very like aggressive, doesn't it?
It sounds
Ooh,
like
yeah,
Put your fist through a door. Like, sorry, yeah.
sounds
that
like
was very...
slang for taking drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna crack a door. Save
Yeah.
some for me.
Yeah, if you're not aware of what music is, you'd be very confused at that sentence.
Crack a door, yeah.
But yeah, like Charlie said, it is very accessible now.
This
Yeah.
doesn't sound right now. You mentioned
sorry,
it.
I've ruined it, yeah.
Crack a door.
Crack a
Honestly, I remember it's a really inappropriate joke, but my mom's called Dawn, right? And she once said she was like, I'll be up at the crack of dawn. And then like we both just looked at each other and she was like, no one's going up the crack of dawn. I was like, oh my God.
That's brilliant. Oh God.
So Jesus Christ, Mom. Fucking
I
hell.
love it.
It's hilarious. I love it. What exactly? In fact, I think I said best memories so far, and the next one was what excites you most about the scene. But I think
Marker.
No,
I was just gonna say.
honestly.
Now on, you may as well ask us no other questions.
Yeah,
we're just gonna say marker.
Marker, yeah, it's just marker, yeah.
Honestly, we're really banging on about this kid now.
I think we should get him in for an interview. Let's fly him over to the UK.
Should we add him to the Zoom call?
Yeah, let's add him to
That's
the
easy
Zoom
than
call.
flying him over.
Yeah, let's add him to the Zoom call. It's like a 9-hour time difference, so
Yeah,
Oh,
100%. I'll get him on. In fact, I'll get in touch with him. Yeah. Is his English good?
Yeah.
I don't- is he? I don't know if-
Typing is okay, pretty decent.
But
Like he's
we've
pretty
never
good.
spoken to him over the phone or anything. So.
Yeah, no, I'd be keen to though. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I can have a proper chat to him, which is really nice, and
Yeah.
I highly respect that. That we can speak to each other. If it wasn't for the fact that he could speak English and stuff, we'd be fucked. We wouldn't have discovered
I
all
think
this.
our culture's the worst. So for learning other languages,
Yeah,
we're so
innit?
ignorant over
Yeah,
here. We're like
so
everyone
ignorant.
else learn English.
Yeah, everyone learned
Yeah,
our
yeah.
language.
I think it is mad that because like I've learned a bit of French, bit of French, bit of Spanish, but nothing crazy. Like a lot of people could speak English. It's just not.
It's crazy. We're very lucky. Very, very
Yeah,
lucky.
we are. We're lucky that we haven't got to learn anything else really.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah,
We
it's
can go
mad.
pretty much anywhere on the globe, and they'll be able to speak some degree of English. to you.
Yeah, exactly.
um, which famous person do you admire?
Marker, yeah.
We told you every answer's Marker.
Yeah, Marker, yeah. No.
I read it after you said that. I read the question. I was like, I had to laugh a little bit.
Yeah, you knew where that was going.
Which famous person?
Which famous person? Yeah, well, it will be Marco, but for the time being, I mean, famous. When I'm thinking like the people that I look up to and stuff aren't necessarily famous because they are in the drum and bass scene. Like that's who I look up to. And that's who I admire.
It could literally be anyone. Someone that's sort of someone that you admire.
Probably for me, like Upgrade, Annex, Limited, like those four four boys. That's who I like aspire to be like music wise and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll probably say my mum.
Oh, you know what? That's actually brilliant.
Is that allowed? Is my mum? She's not part of a D&B scene. Like,
is she famous?
yet. Nah. She's not very famous.
She's famous in your world.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean,
it's a bit of a wet answer. Sorry.
no, don't be, man.
You're probably expecting much more mum. I
respect that. I agree, to be fair.
Yeah, no,
your
to
mum,
be honest.
Nah, my mum too.
my mum. She's not your mum.
I wish she was, honestly. If you knew Charlie's mum, honestly, she'd be your idol as well.
Oh.
I'll tell her you said that. I'll get her to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Love you,
I've had
Nicky.
like
Yeah,
I've
shout
had
out,
Jackie
Nicky.
Chan, Elon
yeah.
Musk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it changes every time for me, but yeah, I'd probably say someone like in the drum and bass scene. I'd love to sit down with DJ Limited and just like get a few tips off him or
Pick
Pick
his
his
brain.
brain,
Yeah.
yeah. Find out that
100%.
his workflow and stuff like that. Just same with
Yeah.
Noisier, Camel and Crooked.
Yeah, to be fair.
Christ, I would love to spend a day in a studio with
100%. Yeah. Skrillex and Noisia are two people I'd really like to. Well, not two people, but you know, two artists that I'd like really like to pick their brain about. You know?
Just look at how they do their sound design, like step by step. Like it must be such a complicated process.
Yeah, crazy.
Like, have you heard Tentacles by Noisia?
Mate, have
Like
I?
the sound design on that song with the build up,
like the way
evolves into them
Tentacles,
saying tentacles.
Yeah.
It's just it's
Sick.
so hard to do.
It's so sick. Have you heard that Get Deaded tune?
Yeah, that's
Where
so good.
it's
I used
like-
to drop that all the time back in the day.
And it
Yeah.
keeps changing the tonality, and then at the end it's like, and you're like, what the? How
Literally.
did you even get there? Like, what
It's
the
so
fuck?
cool.
It's genius. I love.
Innit?
I sit there and I just like listen to that shit, and I just
Yeah.
like get stoned and be like,
It
wow,
must be so
Genius.
fun being Noisia.
craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
saw
yeah.
mine and Joel's first festival was Reading Festival 2017.
Yeah.
2017. Shit, it was
yeah.
that long ago. Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of D&B there. But one night it was
It was either Eminem or Noisia at the same time in two different
What?
two different
I love
stages.
Eminem, but obviously we bunned off Eminem for Noisia.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
even a question.
Yeah.
I was trying to
And-
convince everyone in the group, like, don't go to Eminem, fuck that guy. Go to Noisia.
And it was pretty much just me and Joel and
Yeah,
Noisia.
yeah.
But
No
it was
way.
part of it was their Outer Edges tour, and they all had like their spacemen outfit on. And
Yeah.
fucking hell, it was mental.
was crazy.
It was so
That's
good.
so good.
I transcended. I fully did.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Seriously, I've seen him twice, and I saw him in the same place both times, and like, it was so amazing. The second time, it was like I knew that this was the last time I was going to see him live, so it was like
Yeah.
proper emotional, and
Yeah.
and I got I don't know if you met Aria, he's a DJ called Aria,
Okay.
and he was like supporting him. He was like doing the second room, like the side
yeah.
room thing. And like
Yeah.
I sent him some tunes before we went there, and he played some of them like at the gig. And just for me, I don't know
nice.
what it was. Just for me, there weren't even that many people in the room that were in, but
Still
like he
felt
played
great.
one and then like played another one and reloaded it and played it again, and people were going nuts. And I was fucking.
No way.
I was like, it was so surreal. And then in the same
100%.
venue, just like 2 hours later, I'm stood there listening to Noisy, and I'm like, that's how close this is. Like, it's mental, and
it
like
feels in reach. That dream.
yeah,
Yeah.
that just for that one moment made me think, okay, I need to keep pursuing
To
this.
get there.
'Cause- yeah, because it's like you can lose hope if you don't get a little taste of sort of what it could, because it's all right staying motivated by yourself, thinking this is gonna happen, but it's fucking it's lonely sometimes, and you're thinking, fucking hell, I'm working, like putting loads of time into this, and like I'm struggling in my work life or whatever it is like that, and I'm like, am I wasting my time sometimes?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know people
And
don't
then
think about the hours spent
exactly,
sat
yeah,
at your computer when they hear a tune dropped in a rave.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's just. I think to people that don't DJ or produce, or like they're just like listeners because they like it.
Yeah.
Like I was the same before I started doing any of it. You don't realize how much work goes in like before you're at the rave.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
You can't
people,
just make that sound.
no,
I remember
people
like
dedicate
thinking.
their lives to it.
Yeah, exactly. I remember thinking about producing and starting to actually be like, oh, maybe I could do this, and thinking I could be sick at producing. I'll just make a sound that sounds like this. I'll just like think of a
yeah,
sound in my head and be like, I'll just make that sound. Nobody's done that before. It'll be easy.
How do you make it?
Yeah, and then I realized the more
Yeah.
and more I learn, the less and less like that's possible. You don't just make this crazy sound. It takes a lot of time and a lot of learning to be
Yeah.
able to do sound design and shit like that.
yeah. It is crazy. Like I remember, yeah, I thought it was so easy. When I started making music, I was just putting fucking drum samples over bass samples and then just
Yeah.
sitting there and thinking, yeah, that's a tune.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah. Done.
Screen recording
no
it.
mix down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screen recording it, taking the audio MP3 file and then just uploading that to SoundCloud and being like, now we
That's
wait.
brilliant.
And then I was like, shit, what am I doing? I'm like,
What have I done? Yeah.
yeah, as
Like,
I've
well,
gone
I
further
famous,
on,
yeah.
I keep being like, wow, I don't like that now. And like,
Yeah, yeah. I
it's-
feel like the more you learn, you realize the less you know.
yeah, like that's just like, that was the tip of the iceberg. That was what I thought making music was.
Yeah.
That just shows how other people think about it, which gets me annoyed because I'm like, they think it's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the hours you sit there fucking grafting. If someone
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
over and you're sitting there making music, they think it's boring. But then when you show them the tune later on, and they're like,
They're like,
"Oh,
"Whoa."
that's sick," and you're like, "Well,
Yeah, well,
that's
I
because
had
I've
to do
sat
all
there."
what you saw as boring.
Yeah, exactly. Like this boring stuff is what is the work, and like there's not enough education about that stuff. I don't think. I really don't
Yeah, I
think there
get
is. Other people put a lot of effort in that no one sees, and it never
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
appreciated.
100%.
So it's a shame only the final product gets the appreciation.
Yeah,
It's one of them things, though.
Yeah.
All right. What's the most trouble you've ever gotten into?
Probably getting kicked out of Boomtown.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that.
You sausage.
Yeah.
Wow, if
I
you're showing
was
your
a-
mum this, how far in do you want to get?
I won't show my mum.
Yeah, you changed your mind.
Nah, it's a funny story because I was pretty in the right considering like all things. So at this point, no one will believe this because it just sounds like such a lie. But I was really into my multivitamins. Swear to God.
Try out these multivitamins, bro. Trust.
Honestly,
they're banging, mate.
multivitamins from Lidl. I used to take them one a day, and I'd done it religiously. And then I went to Boomtown with 120 of these in my bag, but I'd already opened it a couple of days before. So I got pulled by a sniffer dog, and they went through my bag, and they were like, "What is this?" And I was like, "They're vitamins." They were like, "Fuck off! They're not vitamins." They're like, you're trying to smuggle pills in. I was like,
You should have just like eaten 5.
I
Just
said,
to show
I said I'll take them now and I won't come up. Like,
Yeah,
I swear to you.
Let me take one now.
said,
I'll sit in your tent for an hour and I'll show you that I'm fine.
I was like, you've got drug testing facilities here. Go and test one of them. They're
Yeah.
multivitamins. I
Yeah.
swear on my life.
Yeah.
And they were not having any of it at all.
Oh, I didn't realise that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Fuck.
Yeah, honestly.
What?
Yeah, and I got my wristband got cut off my wrist.
Oh.
I got put in a minivan. They took me to the police bit. I was with a bunch of people that had actually been caught for drug dealing. sat waiting to be assessed. They assessed me. They were like, right, we're not going to arrest you, but you're not allowed back in the festival.
Oh my god.
Got put in a minivan with like 4 of the boys who had been kicked out. This is on the Thursday as well. I hadn't even been in the festival yet.
Oh
Oh
god.
my
They
God.
dropped us in the middle of nowhere by a
Wait,
Tesco garage. Yeah, literally not even at the train station. I went to the train station. Oh no, I got dropped in the middle of nowhere, had to get an Uber to a train station, and then had to pay 70 quid for train home.
Oh
It took me like 7 hours.
Honestly,
I got
would've
home
ruined
at like
me.
10 o'clock at night. It was a rough one.
I don't know how
Yeah.
you got through that. Like, okay, that honestly would have fucked me up for like half
Yeah,
a year.
It was not very nice.
That really, I would have been
Yeah.
in a dark place after that. I highly respect you for just getting on with it.
In my mind, it was meant to happen. Like maybe something bad would have happened when I was there,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, there's
like
plenty of other years.
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But that weekend was peak. Looking at everyone's Snapchat stories and stuff.
True. Oh, that
And
would
I
be
was just sat in my
horrible.
bedroom. I had to explain to my family why I came home on the Thursday.
Oh my
I
gosh.
said that I forgot my passport, so I couldn't get in because they thought
No
I was under
way.
18.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was
Horrible.
yeah, it was not a very fun one.
Christ, that's
Well,
not
what
great.
about you? What's trouble you
But
been in?
Well, on the topic of passports, when I was not 18, I had somebody else's passport. He'd give me his passport to go to raves and stuff. I don't know why he did it. Not a clue why he
It
did
was
it.
my cousin.
Was he?
It was Joe.
Oh no! I used Joe's for a little bit, but then I used somebody else's, like, who I just did not know, and somebody was like, "Oh, you should message this guy because he looks quite like you," and I was like, "Okay, I will." And for some reason, he would give me his passport like every time I wanted it. Like if on the other. Like, if it was the other way round, I would not just be given some random, like, 17-year-old
Not your passport.
my passport.
Maybe
Yeah.
your driving
No.
license,
Why
but
would
not
you
your
do that?
passport.
Like, not to sound like a dick, but, like, that's just not a sensible decision to make, is it?
It's really not.
You did not look 18 when you
No,
were 17.
I
like
did
that.
not. I still don't look 18 and I'm 21. So, like, it's a difficult one. Yeah, so this guy was giving me his passport. And one night, I'm cycling back from my mate's house and I've got this guy's passport on me, along with a couple things here and there, a couple bits and pieces, your fun things here and there.
Yeah.
And so I'm cycling back with my sister, and then the feds start following me, just driving behind me.
boy.
Put their lights on and make me pull over. And they say, "All right, we're just we're stopping you because we've had reports of somebody on an orange bike looking through people's windows, by the flats. I just cycled past some flats, and they said that there'd been people standing outside the window and looking through and stuff, and that's why they stopped me. And I was like, what? First of all, my bike isn't orange, right? So that's my first point. Second of all, I was cycling past there. I didn't stop. You saw me cycle past there, so why are you pulling me over? So anyway, they were like, right, yeah, well, we want to search you and stuff. And I was like, what? This doesn't make sense. I wish now if this happened to me now, I'd be like, I'm sorry, but you don't really have a good reason to do that. Yeah, you have no right to do that. But when I was 17, I just kind of did it without thinking about it. And they found this passport and stuff, and they just weren't very happy. Took me home, woke my mum up and shit, and oh god, it was a horrible experience, to be honest.
Jeez Louise. That's a misunderstanding mostly as well.
Yeah, innit. I didn't even feel like I was particularly in the wrong massively, but it was just a very frustrating situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
very.
You need them times in your life, don't you? So you can appreciate the good times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're meant to do stupid shit when you're 17, 18.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
For sure. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Ooh, I got a quote that I always go back to. It's not really a piece of advice, but I treat it like advice. It's worry is a gross misuse of imagination. And I think it's a very
good.
nice quote, because worry essentially is only a thing that's in your head. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So if you're using your imagination for a negative thing, then it's just, I guess it's a waste of your imagination, essentially.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I personally really like that quote. Yeah.
Mate, could you say it again? I'm just writing it down.
Sure. So worry is a gross misuse of imagination.
Mad.
It's nicely worded as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. What's
I love
mine? I know that I have a couple similar quotes like that, but on the spot I can't really think of anything advice wise. Well, something in recent I keep trying to think of, now that I'm producing more and stuff, is just really not to compare yourself to other people and stuff, because
Doesn't get you anywhere.
yeah, it doesn't get you anywhere. Just kind of treat your life as individual and stuff.
Yeah.
But I tell myself that, but I think I do struggle with like comparison and stuff. So it's something that I'm still trying to like live by and learn by, I guess. But
Yeah, it
don't
comes
always
with
have the easiest time.
experience. You gotta you gotta know when it's like getting you down. If like it's all right to compare yourself. Like if I'm comparing myself with Noisier, sometimes it's okay to be like inspired by them.
Yeah, there's like a fine line, isn't there? There's like
Yeah,
positive comparison and negative comparison. Like
Mhm.
find inspiration, but don't go, oh no, I'm not at this level, so I should be sad about it.
Yeah,
Everything at like everything at like your pace in your time.
Mm.
Yeah, you never know someone else's story as well. So you could be comparing someone that you think is in a similar situation to you, but they might have spent the last 5 years studying music.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you have
exactly.
no way of knowing because you don't know them as a person.
Yeah, and someone could
Exactly, yeah.
seem as happy as Larry and stuff, but you don't know what they're dealing with. Like, so I might be comparing myself with an amazing producer and going, "Oh, damn it, I'm not producing anything like that." But they could be looking at me and thinking, "Oh, I don't have like a great girlfriend or this or that or great friends." So it's all very
Yeah,
just don't
it's
compare.
easy to sort of compare and and bring yourself down because like I guess there's two different ways of thinking about it. Like, oh, Noisy are way better than me, and I'll never be as good as them, or Noisy are really cool and are proper like their music like is
I
just so
enjoy
sick.
listening to them.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
inspired
yeah.
by what they do.
I guess
Yeah,
we
like
live in a world as well now where comparison is pushed on us so much, like with social media and everything like that.
Yeah,
You're constantly
definitely.
looking at
Yeah.
the highlights of someone else's life, where you just don't see any of the shit stuff they go through because you don't post that online.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you live in a world where superficially everyone's life is better than yours, and that's only gonna have a negative impact on you.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, in
Yeah,
fact,
no.
this is something I wanted to talk about because, like, the next question was if there's anything you could change about the industry, what would it be? But I'll adapt that a little bit to just like the mental health side because I genuinely think that people need to stop posting real things on Facebook.
Yeah,
Like, things
100%. People
that
get so caught up on like posting something and thinking, "Oh, what will people think about this? What will people think about that?"
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like,
It doesn't matter.
yeah, nobody gives a shit about you in the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
Like, like, I don't know, you don't want to go outside because you got a dodgy haircut or something like that. Like, it comes down to the core of things. Like,
Yeah.
they don't really care. Do you ever like? Do you ever remember like walking down the street and thinking, "Oh, that person's weird"? Like,
I literally think the same
don't.
thing.
Yeah, do you know
I think
what I
the
mean?
same thing. Like there'll be times where I won't. Like there was this one specific time that I was so scared to go to the shop, right, that I didn't go for the entire day. I laid in bed
Yeah.
until 5 o'clock, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got to the
I've
point
had
where I was
them
like,
ones.
I am fucking starving myself to death. If I don't get
Yeah.
up and go get some shopping, I'm gonna be I'm a fucking idiot because
Yeah.
I'm like embarrassed about my clothes or anything.
Yeah.
It's like just
Yeah,
fuck
innit?
it
Yeah,
off.
same.
Go get the food, man. You need to
Yeah,
eat.
you got to remind yourself that those things just don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
But it is hard to do with social media
It's
and
It's
stuff
so
right now.
tough.
there are nearly like 8 billion people walking about. Like,
Yeah.
well, what
Yeah.
you do in comparison to everything does not matter at all.
No.
So there's
Yeah.
no point caring about
No,
it at the
yeah.
end
And
of the day.
Yeah.
fucking, I don't care what people look like on the street. I've seen some
Exactly.
fucking woman walking around wearing fucking Hello Kitty trousers. She's like 50 years old. She's carrying a
Yeah.
pint of milk. She's got
And you're just
raggedy
like,
hair.
fuck it,
And I'm
crack
just
on.
like, yeah, like I don't care.
You do
your
you,
life.
yeah,
Enjoy
literally.
yourself. Like just
Yeah,
do what
yeah.
works for you.
And
But,
if someone does care, then at the end of the day, fuck them. Because anyone
That's
that
their
cares,
problem. Yeah,
Exactly.
anyone that cares is not worth caring
Yeah,
about.
any of those people that are giving you like judginess and stuff like that, and they're not worth your time. So it's funny, really. It's quite it's quite a paradoxical kind of
It's not very
worry.
it's not very inspiring advice, but you've just got to say fuck them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
That's all it really boils down to. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
definitely.
Like you gotta just like accept that there's some things you can't control, and And like you said, no one gives a shit what anybody else looks like.
No,
And if they
no,
do, then it's
exactly.
their problem. So just like, man,
This is
yeah,
this is why social like
honestly, yeah,
yeah,
this
but
is
it's
something
like
I've thought about so
oh
much.
mate, I think about social media and like modern day society so much. Like from a
Yeah.
business point of view,
Yeah,
it's very good having a platform to push our music to people on.
yeah,
But apart from that, like I will spend too much time on Instagram.
yeah,
Like I know for a fact I do, but it's because they make it addictive. Like
Yeah,
that's like a
100%.
fact.
Yeah.
Like the way that like dopamine works and everything.
yeah,
The
Yeah.
world, in my opinion, the world would be a much better place if all of it just got deleted.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
yeah.
it would,
100%.
there would obviously be some negative impact business wise for people.
Mhm.
From like a personal point of view, like just to become more honed in on your own like present situation,
Yeah,
than be looking at a screen like looking at other people's best parts of their lives.
yeah,
like,
yeah. It all boils down to the same thing, innit?
when you break it down to what social media like fundamentally is, like it is such a toxic thing for like individually and as like a whole for society. Like it's
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
it's not
It's that
not
comparison
good.
again, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
I
I
couldn't
think it's
agree
when
more.
I think in the way now how we look at maybe like 100 years ago when doctors used to prescribe smoking as stress relief.
Yeah, true.
Humans, like
Yeah.
future generations, will look back at us like aimlessly staring at phones,
Yeah.
scrolling social media. Like what a bunch of
What a
fucking
bunch of
idiots!
idiots. What are they
Why would they
doing?
spend their time doing
Yeah,
that?
what a waste of time.
And I think sometimes you've got to look at like the present situation from like the point of view of someone completely different, and like the way that the way that like it's lived with social media now is just not healthy at all.
Yeah.
But so many
No.
people just don't think into it,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I think
it's an issue.
I reckon there's good stuff to do with social media as well, but I think
Yeah.
it needs a lot of adjusting. Like there's,
Yeah, a lot of refinement.
I think
yeah, because it's geared.
notifications for a start need to be banned.
Yeah,
But they say with the
notifications.
dopamine
Yeah.
release, like when you hear your phone, you look at it straight away because you feel good that there's something is drawing you in, like you're
Yeah,
getting
you-
that attention
Yeah.
from your
You
phone.
know, I am actually going to just turn off all of my notifications.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
my
I think
phone
that's a
on
great-
silent, but I've still got
Yeah.
the little fucking LED light at the top that flashes green and different colours if I've got notifications.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll
I mean,
literally
mate,
find
these
myself
companies
just
are
scrolling.
bastards. They want to draw you in however they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. They really
Facebook's
do.
so fucking addictive. I was literally sitting there editing my
Yeah.
previous podcast before this, and I was sat there scrolling, and I find myself scrolling for like 3 minutes where I'm just scrolling for no fucking reason. I've seen the same
Literally.
thing
And
4 or 5
one
times.
thing I've
and I'm like,
Pointless,
stop.
innit?
I've just really
Stop.
dawned upon me during lockdown
Yeah.
is that you wake up in the morning or when you lie down and go to bed, you don't remember a single second of what you've looked at on your phone, on
Yeah,
Facebook
innit?
or
It's sort of
Instagram.
useless.
It is
Holy
all
crap,
It is
yeah.
completely just time wasted.
Maybe
Yeah.
I find maybe 5% of it useful. Maybe I'm like, oh yeah, this artist is doing a remix competition. I'll remember to do that. Or
And from that point
Yeah,
of view,
yeah.
it is really good. and,
yeah,
like,
that's
like,
why I'll excuse scrolling. I'll go, oh yeah, I'm looking for important stuff like for the label and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
necessary. You don't need to do it.
No,
I think
know.
there needs to be a different way of taking people's interest in certain
Yeah.
things and converting it to something useful that's not detrimental to people. Like the like
Yeah, yeah.
system is a good idea in itself, but then it's like it's so shit because if you make a
you don't need likes.
No, you really
No,
don't.
They don't
that's
add
the thing.
anything. If you're
Yeah.
putting something out to relay information, like when you watch the news or you go on the news, like to be fair, I think on some articles you can like, up and down them. But you don't go and like a news article like essentially do
Yeah,
you?
no,
You
you
read it
just
because
see
it's
it.
informative.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Like and then I got that. I'm not like it anymore. But when I was younger, I would be hesitant to post something because I'd be like, "Am I going to do well on likes?"
Yeah, yeah.
And it's you create this whole reality inside your own head that doesn't actually exist.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm like pretty. Even though I use social media a lot and like half of my like job revolves around running social media accounts for people.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for anything really.
100%.
No.
That's
I
good.
literally only use Instagram to I don't even like scrolling through it. I just
No.
I don't like
Yeah, I think
it's annoying.
scrolling should just. I want to be able to just disable scrolling and just use the like messaging features and stuff. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
communication.
Like we had
instead, really.
texting like 15 years ago. Why don't we just
Yeah,
fucking
innit?
keep that? Why do we need
Yeah.
to see what
Literally.
everybody's doing constantly? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think. I think the dislike thing, the fact that they remove dislikes, is a good thing, and that they're
Yeah.
removing sort of how many people are liking certain things.
Yeah, I
But
think that's a
still,
good idea.
when you make a post and it's something very close to you and it's like really important and you want to like, I don't know, you're expecting a certain reaction from it.
Yeah, of
In a
course.
social situation, people would react more to that because the social pressure of someone saying something that really means a lot to them, and then you have to say it. But on Facebook, someone could say something, and if you don't care, you don't care. You just scroll past it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah,
like,
literally.
and that's going to affect someone because they'll share a meme like 10 minutes later, and it'll get like 15 reacts to it, and then it's like, do people not care about me? That just it's a subconscious thing, and it happens. Like, you gotta be able to step back and look at your life around the outside that's not on social media, and you've got to be able. I try and stay, and I post some shit on there that, like, whenever I'm down or something like that, I'll try and post something that's useful, something that I'm feeling, or I've done it a few times. Like, all the money from that EP, all the purchases on Bandcamp or whatever, other than streams, everything else is going to this mental health charity that helps like musicians suffering with the mental health thing.
That.
Yeah, it's really. It's cheers, man. It's really nice to. I don't know. I've still not donated it yet. I've just been. It's like we've got like 50 quid, something like that from it, which is
That's good.
mad considering that's the first time I've tried selling any music whatsoever.
I'd say not too bad.
Plus the coronavirus thing, so it's fucking not bad. But yeah, I love talking to people about stuff like this. Like the IV guys, they're well on it for the mental health. Like, they were the ones who planned that EP with me, so like,
really?
they came up with a lot of the ideas, which was really good and proper useful, and it's made me realize how important it is to talk about like this social media stuff and like confidence, and like, it's all right hearing it from Joe Rogan or something like that, but we need someone that's sort of that's young and talking about it, that can relate to these people that have actually used it. You know what I mean? Not like, because there's like that boomer mentality of it, where it's like them and us and that sort of stuff. I want to sort of like talk about it to people who use social media every day, like myself, and I'm not addicted by any fucking stretch of the imagination. I mean, maybe no. In fact, sorry, I'll be honest. I am addicted, right? But some of the people that you see are fucking addicted, like really addicted.
I knew people in uni that you get like your screen time you can look at on your phone. His was about 10 hours and 20 minutes a day. If you're sleeping like 7-8 hours, then what have you got left? Like,
that's insane.
6 hours not on your phone.
Oh my god!
Fucking hell.
Like, think of it was 10 hours.
He didn't think it was a big deal, and it scared me.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
it's
insane.
What I also find really interesting is that, like, I've had conversations like we're having now with a lot of people, and I still haven't come across one person that has said, "Oh yeah, social media is like good for me." It's like having positive effects. But everyone still uses it.
Yeah.
And it's because they've like
fear of missing out and shit.
I think these companies have just made this, like, humans by nature are social creatures.
Yeah.
And they've really capitalized on like our natural instincts, and they've made this thing that is so fundamentally addictive for us. That people won't give it up. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of it, the issue would be helped a lot if they made a social media platform that was completely demonetized. Like, the whole reason these apps try and draw you in, because the more time you spend on them, the more money advertisers pay them. So if you have something that has absolutely no incentive to make money, then they're not gonna. It won't matter how often you're on it. But like, the chances of that happening anytime soon is very, very slim.
Literally,
it's an ideal idea, but
the fact that they can censor people as well, that to me is the whole censoring thing. I don't care what the fucking what views you've got. You could talk about whatever you fucking want, but as long as like I just think people should be able to just have their own place. Because
Speak
if
their
you start
mind.
censoring, if you start censoring people who
One thing.
most
Yeah,
people disagree with, then there's
Where
people
do you
that
stop?
exactly. Where's the fucking line? Because there's people getting banned that, for example, my first Ventus page, I had it all sorted before,
Yeah.
like way before coronavirus, and I've been like working on it for years. And then like during coronavirus, the likes of the page went from like it's like 350 to almost 700, and I was so excited. Like this is
Yeah,
it
100%.
seemed impossible to me. And then
Yeah.
and then I shared a video of an interview thing that I did talking about it and the sort of behind the scenes of how it was made and what my thought process was and some questions about the mental health stuff. And I shared it to like, my mate shared it to like 80 groups. I shared it to like 100. And then they just removed my page like that. Just gone.
What?
They were like, we've
that would ruin
unpublished your
me.
page. We banned you
What the
from making
hell?
pages for a week.
What reason?
I'd be gutted.
What reason?
Spam.
Was there anything in the video that was
Spam,
No.
really?
Yeah, spam.
That's
Just
so
like out of
annoying.
nowhere. And it wasn't like I would have.
Should at least warn you.
Exactly. That's what got me. I was like, if you'd fucking warned me, I would have known,
Yeah.
wouldn't I?
If
Like,
I had known, yeah,
yeah.
literally.
And then he just removed it. And
that's
yeah.
harsh. It's
And it was
very
like all that
harsh.
effort. So I've had to start the page again. And then I'm like trying to explain to people that the page I had before was, and now I'm on like the exact same likes that I started with, like before coronavirus. And it's like that whole thing never happened. All that reach gone.
Frustrating.
Like just watching the reach go down from 18K to just like 0 over like 3 weeks was just like, it was tough. It's like fucking hell. But now I know it's possible. I get to start again, get a little freshness. So, but that's the thing. You can't let it control you. You can't let it dictate you because all the connections that I made from that EP, I've still got all them connections.
there.
The fucking likes on the page don't matter at all.
The actual account itself isn't real.
Yeah, literally.
It doesn't physically exist as peak as it is. Like everyone you met through it is real. Like the account itself is just coding and programming at the end of the day.
Yeah. This is a conversation I want to get into a bit more, and I want to maybe do something about it. I don't know, change some sort of social media thing. I just feel like it needs some adjusting. I think there's in the core of it, there's a lot of potential and it can be used for good, but then it's also been turned into a business, and that's where the problem lies. I think.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not a social thing anymore.
Have you watched that with Social Dilemma on Netflix?
I watched half of it and I had to stop. I was like, I can't keep watching it. It was like, I don't know. I sort of knew what they were doing already. Like
you knew where it was going.
Yeah, and I was just watching I watched half of it and I was like, that's just fucking. I was like, I already know. I don't need to. I don't need to know the details. I know that it's fucking weird.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
I didn't want to get myself depressed about it because I was like, I know for a fact I'm going to keep using it. But I'd already by that point I'd already realized that I didn't like it, and so the illusion of Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, they'd all just gone. Like at the moment, I've got all my notifications turned off, and I'll check my Facebook once I've got up, reply to messages and stuff like that. I'll check Snapchat like once a day, just for like people that I speak to on there, and then just keep it as a minimum as possible.
It's a healthy way to do it because your phone is like a very, very useful tool.
Mm-hmm.
Like we live in an age where you've got this thing that you can check everything on, but it's just like you say, like the addictive side of it and like the unhealthy side, especially for your mental health, which is where like the whole thing deteriorates.
And
I could honestly speak to like you about this for hours on end.
Same. Honestly, mate, I could sit here for days, but it's been we have to do a lot of editing. But what I'll do is I'll get over to the last question, and then I'll let you get off because I've probably still got loads to do.
Sure, man.
All good.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously you spoke to me about a little bit about what's coming up for you with the EP every month, and stuff like that. But what's next for you as people, or for the label,
it's you.
whatever?
You know the answer's you.
Yeah, you know the answer's you.
You just want this little plug, don't you?
Yeah.
Nah, that's not, honestly.
Yeah, well, obviously we've got we got you, Butcher Shop.
We got
coming out.
Ventus Butcher Shop from yourself coming out on Friday, which we're very excited for.
Yeah,
It's fucking. We've already told you, but that's the fucking banger.
Yeah, it is.
And then 2 weeks after that, Joik Sonar, and then after that the Wrecker EP.
Yeah.
And then I think we're just gonna try and do one free download a month and one EP / like official release, Juno and everything like that.
Yeah.
And we don't like, because there's only 2 of us running it. I don't really want to make the workload too intense.
Yeah, now that I've started uni, I'm trying.
Yeah, but we'll see how we get on with that.
Yeah,
that should be fine.
Yeah, well, take it as it comes, and don't try not to overthink it, but just keep enjoying it, and make sure
exactly, like you said, that's the
work
key,
hard
isn't
and
it?
stuff.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I've been trying to, like, I don't know. We need to prep for like the distributors and stuff and shit like that. We need to sort that out.
Yeah, because we are still absolute amateurs when it comes to any of this, so we need to do our research and everything. But we'll be fine.
That's sound. I've got some people that I can get you in touch with. That'll fucking you'll love them. Yeah, they'll do like a free consultant, free like half an hour consultation where they'll talk about plans and stuff and what you can do. And it's not like they'll beat you around the bush. They'll actually give you useful stuff that you can just take away, and you don't have to pay for it. You know, it's just like one of the things.
Mate, if you could do that,
they're legends, serious legends. They've just it's some guys I was speaking to, and that reminded me of you two a lot. It'd be good for you to get in touch with them. I'll link you up with them.
Yeah, sweet, definitely. Yeah, and be appreciated.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, they'll help you with like marketing plans and fucking finding out your target audience and sort of sort of like all the businessy shit that, for me anyway, I was just sort of like daunted by. It puts everything into like clear.
We are not business people at the core. Are we? No, not at all. We're just 2 people that like drum and bass.
Yeah. And that's honestly where it started for them as well. They just love music and they've had to just learn it.
Yeah.
You can learn it. I think you can. You can learn pretty much any skill you want if you're going to put the time and effort into it. Yeah. If you really want to do something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dedication.
Exactly.
Some time, and taking care of your fucking mental health.
Staying off Facebook.
Yeah. That's the trio right there. Yeah. Good on you. I'm proper happy. Like, honestly, I don't know how to say it, but like, it's nice seeing you guys doing this.
Oh, it's nice to work with you.
Yeah, you're gonna make me tear up now, man.
Yeah, we start crying. I'm like, it's glad we're doing it. Hopefully you'll be a part of it a good amount as well, because you're a good guy. So.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's funny actually. I was looking for record labels, and I was like, I need something that sort of fits my sound, and I was trying to work out what my sound was and stuff like that. And I was like,
it's a difficult one, isn't it? Trying to work out your sound. Like, as a label, it's difficult to like come up with a sound and push a sound,
a term, and it's a difficult one, because a sound is like a very, like, describing a sound can be quite specific. And especially for you as an artist, like, one day you could make a song that's completely different to what you make, and you're like, right, this is what I want to make now.
I think a leveler make a jump up for ages, and then all of a sudden critical.
I know. Leveler's like the best example of an artist that has completely changed their style.
100%.
He made pretty scatty jump up for years, put it out on multifunction, and then all of a sudden he's like releasing on the what's Noise's label called? Vision, Critical.
Yeah,
all these.
It happened by accident, didn't it? I remember reading an interview, and like, his new sound was kind of an accident. He went to like sit down and make some jump up, and then like
he made it like Exhale on it.
The
first proper.
Did some like sampling or something, and then was like, oh, okay, I've made this thing, and realized that's what he wanted to keep doing.
Mad.
Cool. Yeah,
that's so sick. Like, like the music that I sort of listen to is completely different, and other stuff I want to make
Yeah.
is completely different to the stuff that I make half the time.
Yeah, I get you.
Like it comes out, obviously, I go in there with an idea and I can make a tune, but
Yeah,
but
it
it's
comes
like,
out different on the other side.
I think people
yeah,
deep it too much as well about like a sound. Like if
Mm.
when you're making music, you're making it because like you enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
Like
if it
Yeah,
bangs,
yeah.
if you make something that you like wear
Good.
it with pride. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and,
100%.
like people looking for labels as well. Like I was like the guy from IV, that Infinite Vibrations. He wrote like a little sort of summary for my EP on this
Nice.
press kit that we did,
Yeah,
and it was something about breakbeats. And then he went on about bass lines because he said it was like an ode to like old school breakbeats with like
yeah.
the way you worded it was sick. And then obviously
Oh, that's pretty appropriate
was
then.
looking for labels, yeah, and I saw your label. I was like,
Oh,
breakbeats
Right,
and
sorted.
Basslines.
Yeah,
Shit.
Christ.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my
It
god,
was
this
meant
is
to
crazy.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like fucking hell, that's sick. Because I couldn't find. I'll be honest, there's nothing else like that right now. Not that I can find, apart from like critical
Yeah.
places like that. But I don't think they really do sort of break beats, and yeah, I don't know if that's even. I didn't even know that was my style. That's just what I've just ended up making, and that's just how it is.
Definitely. Yeah,
Some
I like
things.
the idea of pushing our label to have a lot of breakbeats and bass lines. To be fair, to
Yeah.
be pretty apt.
To actually
Yeah,
fit
yeah.
the name.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
once we're bigger and we have that option to be more picky with our
Yeah.
tunes, I like the idea of our name like being apt to what we actually put out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I'd love to release tunes on players, but I just don't know if my music's
Yeah.
right for it.
Yeah, yeah. I
Just to
feel you.
say that you're on players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, honestly, it's been lovely to talk to you, and
Yeah,
I'll
You too, man.
definitely
Thank
be
you
in
so much
touch.
for having us on. It's been fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been really fun. This will be the first one on YouTube as well, I think.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah,
banging.
good shit.
Very
Yeah, look forward
special.
to it.
So this is, or maybe the second one, but either way, you're gonna have some cool visuals and cool
Hell yeah.
shit going on. Hopefully.
Yeah, I
Oh,
look forward
wicked,
to
man.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, boys.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
you
very
too, man.
much.
Thanks for having us on again.
Yeah, nice one,
Catch
Catch
Caleb.
you soon.
Have a good
Catch
day.
you soon. See you later. You too.
Bye.
Adios. Bye.
The DJP Coaching Podcast.
And there we are. Thank you for listening to episode 4 of the DJP Coaching Podcast. I hope you found a lot of useful information in that. If you're starting out as a new label or wanting to do events when lockdown or whenever this COVID situation finishes, then I hope you found some good information in there, what you should be looking for, and sort of how to run the business in a mentality sense, I think. Loads of other stuff about their story and how they got there and the stuff they've been working on and just who they are as people. I think this stuff's really important for people in the music scene because you need to see how it works before you can emulate that. And if you don't really know, if you're just looking on the outside of the music scene, you might get a different sort of perspective to someone that's been working in it for their entire life, Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.